What is most important here is the pew. It's the downward spiral. It's the plummet. It's the plunge of Donald Trump's poll numbers. Before we get into this topic today, give me a few seconds to talk about something that I think is very important. There is a fundraiser on this video for the National Network of Abortion Funds that I'm asking you to donate to. Whatever amount, any amount, no donation is too small. Every year, Brittany Page and I run a fundraiser during the month of June to recognize the continued fallout of the overturning of Roe v. Wade in 2022. Across the country, women are still in desperate need of essential health care that they are sometimes forced to flee the state in which they live to obtain. That's where the National Network of Abortion Funds comes in. They work with nearly 100 independent abortion funds to ensure women who contact the funds have access to factual evidence-based information, but also these funds provide financial and logistical support to those who need to travel to obtain an abortion. Your donation could help them cover the cost of the procedure for someone desperately needing it, as well as the costs associated with transportation out of state if that's necessary. If you are not in a financial position to give to this fundraiser, please don't feel any pressure to do so. You can simply share this video with a friend, share information about the National Network of Abortion Funds, and try to make some people more aware of these organizations that are doing this critical work. If you can donate, I would encourage you to do so while we are running this fundraiser and trying to generate as much support for this very worthy cause as we can. Thanks. Ooh, boy. I mean, it's hot in here because it's DC and it's like 115 degrees outside. It's not that hot, but it's like 100 degrees outside. Not great, but it's nice to use this as a fan. New polls out for Donald Trump, and it is not good. Not looking good. And we're talking about polls that track from January to right now. And it is a downward trend among just about every group. Every population, save like white dudes, of course, fucking white men, fucking it up since day one, right? Not this one though. I have 4 different segments of the population that I want to show you. I have graphs here. We're going to go through this. This is a new Economist YouGov poll that shows net job approval for Donald Trump at this moment, but tracking it back to the inauguration. It's a sight to behold. This first group is just your political leaning, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat or lean Democrat, or whether you're an independent who has no affiliation with any party whatsoever. And it isn't good for Donald Trump unless we're only looking at Republicans, which we're not going to only look at Republicans because, of course, Republicans are absolutely in the tank, aka cult, of Donald Trump. They approve of everything the dear leader says. They believe everything the dear leader says. They approve of everything the dear leader does. But it's still a downward trend, even for Republicans. Lean, well, we'll go back to Democrats first. Down 88. And it is a steady decline from the first day of him in office until today. But the most important aspect of this would be the lean toward neither party. That is a stark downward trend and going lower and lower as time goes on. Whether it's the economy, this is just job performance. So whether it's the economy, whether it's the unprovoked and providing no consultation with Congress whatsoever, not allowing them their power under Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution, that the Constitution explicitly grants Congress the power to declare war, not the president, not the executive branch. It resides with the people's house. Not good from a political party standpoint. The next one is gender. How you feel about Donald Trump, whether you're a man or a woman. And then they also do the U.S. adults just in general. All of it is a downward trend. Men down 3. But look at the line going up from plus 15 to negative 3. U.S. adult citizens down there, roughly 5%. Actually, I have the actual number here. Plus 6 down to 14, negative 14. Men, plus 17, down to negative 3. Women, minus 5 to minus 24 points. And again, what is most important here is the pew. It's the downward spiral. It's the plummet. It's the plunge of Donald Trump's poll numbers. Pretty remarkable. Even for Donald Trump standards, this is pretty remarkable. This next one has to do with race or ethnicity. They have 3 groups, white Americans, black Americans, Hispanic Americans, and then just U.S. adults in general. They're polling citizens here. We'll just go with U.S. adults. Look at the line. It is going down. Remarkable. White Americans, of course, like I said, fucking it up since day one. White Americans up, it was plus 17. Now it's only plus 2, but that's still a 15-point swing. Hispanic Americans, it was down 5% when he took office, and now it's down 31%, negative 31. And black Americans, it was negative 31 and now negative 74. All a downward trend. And then finally, we'll end here, and that is by age. Again, there are differences in opinion about what your interests are, what your needs are, what you think is important as you age. For instance, this channel has almost nobody who watches who is right around the 18 to 20-year-old range. My demographics skew a lot older, and I'm in the third category here. So, like I said, I turn 51 on Friday, the 27th. But this is it. 18 to 29, when Donald Trump was inaugurated, plus 5, now negative 37. 30 to 44 years old, they were negative 1, now it's negative 20. 45 to 64, I can't believe I'm in that age group. It was plus 15, now it's negative 3. And then 65 plus, sorry folks, you get just 65 plus. It was negative 1, and it's still negative 1. Is that are they boomers, 65 years old? Huh. Anyway, someone have to educate me on the, I'm Gen X. I'm too cool to know what the different generations are, I guess. Look, this is good news because it means people are waking up. Because invariably, some of the people on this list were people who voted for Donald Trump, who had high hopes for Donald Trump, who gave Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt, wrongly so, that he might be able to make America great again. And now they're waking up to the fact that their vote was wrong. Their choice was wrong. Their North Star was off. Their compass was failing them. That Donald Trump absolutely is wrecking this country, dragging us all down with him, destroying the government, ruining the lives of hundreds, if not thousands of migrants in this country, destroying the economy. Did I already say that? People are waking up. And that's a good thing for all of us, because the midterms are going to be right on the heat. They're here. People are starting to campaign right now. Anyway, what do you think about this? What numbers in this surprised you? I would love to know. You can comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work if you have the financial means. If you have $2 that you could throw away, I would not mind you throwing it my direction. You can click the join button below for $2 a month, become a channel member right here on this platform. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt and help support this work over there. It's the same deal as channel memberships. It's just over on Patreon. It's actually a little better deal for creators because they take way less money than YouTube. So if you're in the business of wanting to switch your membership from YouTube, Anyway, you can follow me on social media. Man, it's hot in here. You can follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore. I would love to see you there. And I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.